At the beginning of Women's History Month, we at the Comenius Institute want to celebrate Lucy Higgs Nichols. According to the Historical Marker Database, quote, Lucy was born a slave, April 10, 1838. She was owned by the Higgs family that by 1850 lived near Bolivar, Tennessee. She gained her freedom in 1862 by escaping to the 23rd Regiment Indiana Volunteers camped nearby. She worked as a nurse for the soldiers as they fought in many major battles of the Civil War. She mustered out with them in Louisville in 1865, end quote. According to the Carnegie Center in New Albany, Indiana, Lucy was more than a nurse. Listening to the recording on Carnegie's website, Lucy would sit with the wounded and dying Union soldiers. She would tell them that they were brave and their families were proud of them. According to the men from the camp, Lucy was a ray of light who sang songs reminding the men of their own homes. She gave the men hope. Because Lucy had no home, after the war, some of the men invited her back to Albany, Indiana. There, Lucy married and tended to the needs of her neighbors as a nurse. 55 surviving veterans wrote depositions acknowledging Lucy's role as a nurse in the Civil War. A special act of Congress awarded Lucy her pension from the U.S. Army. Today, you can visit Lucy's grave and the Carnegie Center in New Albany, Indiana. Take a good look at the picture of Lucy from the Carnegie Center. It was taken at a reunion of the 23rd Indiana Volunteers. Notice how Lucy is at the center of that photo. She is surrounded by white men, Union soldiers for whom she cared. I can think of no better way to make a statement about Lucy's heroism as a woman and the honor of remembering her story. For Truth in Two, this is Dr. Mark Eckel, president of the Comenius Institute, personally thankful for everyday heroism of women everywhere.